seductive moves every man loves. Imagine this: you're putting in all the effort to look amazing, being kind, supportive, and always available. But somehow, he's just not as drawn to you as you expected. You start asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? Am I missing something? Here's the thing: attraction isn't just about being pretty or nice. In fact, a study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships revealed that men are more attracted to women who show certain subtle behaviors that go far beyond looks and personality. And the worst part? Most women have no idea what these behaviors are, and they end up unknowingly pushing men away instead of pulling them closer. You might be thinking, but I'm loyal, caring, and always there for him. What else does he want? While those qualities are fantastic, they're not necessarily what sparks his desire. What actually ignites attraction is something much more subtle. Once you understand this, it's like you've unlocked a secret weapon that keeps him thinking about you long after you've left. Think you've been doing everything right? Well, maybe it's time to flip the script. You can learn a few simple moves backed by psychology and real-world experience that will make you unforgettable, ready to become the woman who stays on his mind, even when you're not around? Keep reading, because what I'm about to share might just change everything you thought you knew about attraction. 1. The power of playful teasing. Ever notice how men always seem to be drawn to that one woman who's fun, a little cheeky, and never afraid to challenge them? You might think it's all about looks or compliments, but here's the secret: playful teasing is a massive turn-on. In fact, a study from the Journal of Interpersonal Relations found that humor and light teasing create emotional highs that men crave, things they want to experience over and over again. Why? Because teasing isn't just about making fun of someone. It's about sparking that playful energy that keeps them on their toes. For example, when he brags about being an expert at pool, don't just nod along and say, "Oh, you're amazing." Instead, say something like, "Oh, really? I bet I could beat you in just 3 shots." That playful challenge will have him intrigued and maybe even a little competitive. Or, if he's wearing a bold color, casually say, "Wow, I didn't think anyone could pull off that color, but you're doing it." It creates fun unpredictability and keeps him guessing, things that make him want more. Instead of just being another nice woman, you become the one who sparks excitement, making him want to come back for more. But here's a question for you: how many times have you given a straight-up compliment and thought it would make him want you more? When was the last time you tried adding a little playful spark to your interactions? It's time to shift gears and let the fun begin. 2. The art of extended eye contact. Did you know that eye contact can literally make or break your connection with someone? It's not just about looking at someone, it's about how you look at them. Studies from Harvard University show that when you make eye contact for longer than 7 seconds, it creates an intense emotional bond. And here's the kicker: it doesn't even matter what you say, because the eyes do most of the talking. Try holding eye contact for a second or two longer than normal the next time you're with him. Imagine this: you're having a conversation, and instead of nervously looking away when things get a little awkward, you lean in, hold his gaze, and just stay there a second longer. This builds that subtle but powerful connection. Want to take it even further? Try the triangle gaze. Look into one of his eyes, then the other. Then slowly lower your gaze to his lips before going back to his eyes. It's subtle, but it triggers an unconscious response in his brain that says, "I'm into you." So why not put this to the test next time you're talking to him? Hold his gaze, and see if you notice a difference in the chemistry. Can you feel how much more intense the connection becomes? It's not magic, it's science, and it works every time. 3. Use the power of mystery. Ever wonder why some people seem to captivate others without even trying? Here's a little secret: they don't reveal everything right away. Mystery is an incredibly powerful tool when it comes to attraction. Men are wired to chase, and if they don't have to pursue anything, their interest often fades. A study from relationship science found that people who create a sense of mystery are 27% more likely to be thought about frequently. Why? Because when there's a little bit of uncertainty, their brains keep working overtime to figure you out. So, instead of oversharing about every little detail of your life, be a little unpredictable. If he asks about your weekend, don't give him the whole story. Say something like, "It was interesting, I'll tell you more later." Don't always reply to his texts immediately, either. When you create a bit of space, it keeps his mind on you. The unpredictable factor will have him wondering what you're up to, why you haven't responded yet, and what else you're keeping hidden. But here's the big question: are you holding back enough to keep him curious? Or are you giving away all your cards too quickly? Learning to maintain a little mystery isn't about playing games, it's about creating that irresistible pull that makes him want to get closer and uncover more. 4. Subtle physical touch. Did you know that a simple touch can completely change the dynamic between you and a guy? According to research from the Touch Research Institute, even brief physical contact, like a tap on the arm or brushing against someone, releases oxytocin, the hormone responsible for bonding and desire. So, the next time you're with him, don't be afraid to let your hands brush against his, even if it's by accident. These subtle moments of physical touch don't just make him feel good in the moment, they trigger a deeper emotional connection. Imagine this: you're laughing at something he said, and you casually touch his arm. Or maybe, when handing him something, your hands just happen to brush. This creates an emotional spark in his brain, and he'll crave more of that connection. Why? Because humans are wired for physical touch. It's one of the easiest ways to foster emotional intimacy. So, what's stopping you from testing this out next time you're with him? Touch can be a powerful tool. Are you using it to your advantage? If not, it might be time to rethink how you connect on that deeper, physical level. 5. Confident body language. Here's a fun fact: 55% of communication is nonverbal. That means when you walk into a room, your body is already saying more than words could ever convey. When you walk confidently, with your head held high and shoulders back, your body is sending a message: I'm self-assured, I'm in control, and I'm someone worth noticing. Confidence is magnetic, and men are drawn to it like a moth to a flame. So how can you make your body language work for you? Start by walking slower, making deliberate movements, and avoiding fidgeting. When you're standing, stand tall with your chest open, exuding confidence. Studies show that this type of body language doesn't just make you look good, it makes you feel good, too, and that confidence will absolutely radiate off of you. But here's a question: when was the last time you paid close attention to how you present yourself physically? Are you slouching, avoiding eye contact, or moving nervously? If so, it might be time to practice standing tall, slow down your movements, and show up with all the confidence you can muster. You'll be amazed at the difference it can make. 6. The unexpected compliment. When was the last time you gave a compliment that wasn't just about someone's looks? Let's be honest, men don't receive compliments as often as women do, which means when you do compliment him, it'll hit much harder. In fact, research from HuffPost found that 72% of men remember a specific compliment they received years later. The reason? It's not just about their appearance, it's about something deeper. So, instead of saying, "You look great today," try something more unique, like, "The way you handled that situation was impressive," or, "You've got this energy that's hard to put into words, but I really like it." These types of compliments create an emotional imprint in his mind. They make him think about you in a way that goes beyond surface-level attraction. So, ask yourself, when was the last time you gave him a compliment that made him feel truly seen for who he is, not just how he looks? Think about the compliment that would really stick with him, and give it a try next time you're with him. 7. Use the power of silence. Silence awkward, right? Actually, silence is one of the most underrated tools of attraction. Why? Because silence creates tension. And here's the best part: tension is what makes people crave more. When you let a conversation pause for a few seconds, you don't fill it with awkward chatter, he does. Research shows that people who embrace silence in conversation are perceived as more confident, mysterious, and intriguing. The gap makes him want to re-engage, and that's when the attraction deepens. Next time you're talking, when there's a pause, don't rush to fill it with words. Instead, smile softly, maintain eye contact, and just let the silence linger. This will make him feel compelled to say something, which makes him more emotionally invested. Try pairing it with a knowing smile, and watch how it creates tension, the kind that ignites chemistry and desire. So, here's a question: how comfortable are you with silence? Do you rush to fill it, or do you let it work its magic? Mastering this will make you the woman he can't quite figure out, and that's exactly what keeps you on his mind.